Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Botch TV, and I'm here with another video. So you probably have seen my WWE 2K22 wish list that I did a while back that talked about some of the features in the game that I would like to see that would definitely make the game live up to the hashtag it hits different. And there's still been a couple of months away, and we haven't really gotten anything. And in that video, I talked about different categories such as creations, gameplay, uh, universe, and plenty of other categories that I felt were important to making this game definitely hit different, or the next game rather. And so I thought I'd go over some of the creation stuff that I kind of didn't really touch on, or might have touched on, but didn't do it in depth because that video was really, really long. It was 52 minutes long. And, I thought since creations is a huge part of what I do as a content creator with my universe mode, my arena, and my show, and all that, I thought, why not touch on it here? So, right now, we're in the custom superstar. We're in the creation suite for Sky Outlaw right here. And one of the things that I don't understand why this is even a thing in the game is the restrictions that you have in hooded clothing and different types of clothing based on the boots, hair, or any other type of limitation that you could think of. To me, creations is a huge part of what makes this game great in the sense of community, meaning that despite 2K20 being a dumpster fire and it not working, one of the core points of WWE 2K, I feel, is the creation suite. And there's a lot of really talented people out there that can make really, really awesome cause and really, really awesome creations. But, that's great. But at the same time, there's limitations like this that prevent you from having a creation that you might want or what have you. And that's something that I feel should be removed from the game, or at least touched upon to the point where there's not as many restrictions. So that's one of the other things. And we're going to go to the next part here, which is create an arena. And I kind of want to talk about some of the stuff that they could obviously do within that. And then we're going to go to Backstage Brawl, and I'll have two controllers, and I'll kind of talk about some of the stuff that I want within the Backstage Brawl portion. Some of the stuff that I previously probably didn't touch upon, and so on. So, we're going to go here to the Ravage Center, the arena that I have for RCW. So, we have these images here. My image, my Botch TV logo, Turnbuckle TV, RCW, the Angle Podcast, all that good stuff. One of the things that I would love to see removed is the image limit. Let it be based on the memory that you have in your system or computer or whatever. That will get, whether you put the images on a flash drive or on a hard drive, it kind of works the same way with the Xbox. Your screenshots and captures, like your game clips and your screenshots, go wherever you want them to go, whether it be on the internal hard drive or the hard disk drive that you have plugged in or whatever. That's what it should be based on. Another thing here is, let me see, can I go to ringside? Or base settings, maybe? Crowd. Here we go, crowd. So, you can do generic crowd. What if these people in this crowd could be wearing shirts that you designed for them? So maybe do a create a fan. Do a create a fan suite. Or, have something to make this crowd, well, quite frankly, less generic. That would be nice. Something where you can put one of your shirts on one of the crowds, or, you know, because the crowd is a huge part of wrestling, and it would just be one simple thing that they could do, that they could implement to make your show, and make it less generic versus a WWE show, or just random faces. It would give some life to your superstars, watching your superstars wear the shirts that you create, and seeing the crowd wear them as well. Also, custom crowd signs would be cool too. That would be another cool thing. I don't know if I mentioned that in my previous video at all. But we're going to go to the Backstage Brawl, and there's only going to be a few things in here that I would like to see in terms of a creation standpoint. Now, this is not going to focus on gameplay, because I already went over all that stuff in a previous video. If you want me to touch on gameplay stuff, I will do a video on that, because I would love to see a lot of some of these improvements within the gameplay. So let's go to Backstage Brawl real quick. Let this load up. And we're just going to go to... We're going to go to the parking lot first, right when you get in. Okay, so we're going to go to the parking lot. That's where we're going to go first. So we have a Maya Blackwell and Eliza. Security guys running away. So, in the parking lot, you have different things that you can utilize gameplay-wise, like climbing up the limo and climbing up the car and doing the car finisher. But from a creation standpoint, the number one thing that you still have to deal with as a universe mode content creator is WWE branding within your arena. What if you were able to take this production truck, for instance, and have it completely stripped of any images? Like, whether it's a separate creation suite, or it's part of Create an Arena, or whatever it is, take the creation suite and be able to design your own backstage area. So, like, maybe the parking lot, you can decide what cars are in it, or, you know, take this production truck, for instance, and put your own logos on it. Get rid of the WWE branding. The whole point of making your own universe mode is to make your own universe mode. Is to make it your own. That's the whole idea, right? So, like, you could have a selection, maybe a selection of generic truck beds or whatever, and then you could use the image uploader to upload images. So, you know, instead of this WWE Network thing, you could have RCW, and then you could have, I don't know, a design on the truck or something like that, or maybe have different, like, silhouettes of the superstars, like it says here with Brock and Sasha, Bray, and Sheamus and Xavier Woods. That would be pretty cool. And one of the last things that I would like to see, we're gonna have to go all the way to the promo part, and then we're gonna go to where the green screen is, like really way backstage. So here's another thing. How about taking this little promo area? This is the little interview area. How about take the WWE logo off of that area there, and be able to put your own logo there. Take that TV, for instance. Be able to put your own logo on that TV. And have that there. You could easily do that. And I mentioned create a backstage area. But I really wanted to just do this and go in depth and really kind of just explain some of the ideas that I have. Because creations, like I said, is hugely important to me. Not only is gameplay, making the gameplay fun, but I'm thinking of things from a creation standpoint, because I tend to be the creative type, so I would love to see different things to help out with that. So take this green screen, for instance. You know, what if you were able to use the create a video feature? Or the other create a Titantron or whatever, and put something on this green screen. We, as streamers, we might use the green screen to put a background behind us and stuff and whatever. How about we do that here in the game, where you put a background behind you and you're able to make it look like you're taking a promo from somewhere else and not backstage. Also, one of the things that's on 2K20 is the brawls. How about taking those arenas, like the I think it's the Henchard wire cabin, or the futuristic arcadey type arena that was in there, or the futuristic WrestleMania that was in there, or what was another one? The one where it looked like Mad Max or whatever, one of the Mad Max arena environments. How about taking those and putting those apart as a part of the creation suite, and being able to have like a brawl? Because in WWE, in wrestling, there's been brawls, especially in NXT, with the Full Sail University, where there's been brawls in the parking lot. There was literally a parking lot match that took place between, I believe it was Adam Cole and the Velveteen Dream. Have something like that within the arena creator to be able for us to create some really cool different storylines, really cool different options for our show, and make it, you know, our show, instead of just taking a WWE arena and slapping a few logos on the ring, but this entire backstage area is still WWE warranted. What if you could take the locker room, for instance, instead of having Triple H in there? What if you could put your own superstar in there? What if, what if you could put your own superstars in catering? Things like that. And I know that I'm going a lot more in depth, and some of this stuff may be considered a pipe dream. And I understand that. But let's face it, create an arena, the backstage brawls, or the backstage area for that matter, have been the same for probably for about 4 to 5 years. And nothing has ever changed in it. Nothing. And so, it's really, how about you really take advantage of this? Give players something to do. Because, like I said, Creations is the heart and soul of this game. This is what keeps people coming back to the game, is downloading Creations and downloading images, being able to create stuff. I kid you not, that's one of my favorite things about MMORPGs, is making a character. So take something like that, being able to apply that to a wrestling game shouldn't be that hard. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be Skyrim customization, but you know, it would help. And I think doing all this would definitely help make your arena or your show 10 times better than it already is. Just because it's your own arena. Not having to use WWE branding or anything like that would make it 10 times better for me, and for all of those who decide that they want to create their own arenas or their own shows, or just for shits and giggles, or just for fun. So let me know what you guys want to see in terms of the Creations, or in just 2K22 in general. We're only a few months away from it. I'm excited. I can't wait to cover some of the information on my channel about what's happening, my thoughts, especially when they start releasing the universe mode features and things like that. I'm really excited and really looking forward to see what they have to offer. And I'm still a little bit skeptical, obviously, because of 2K20, but who knows? Only time will tell. Until then, we'll just have to find out together. And I thank you guys for watching this video.